For some time now, whispers about the signs of the advent of the global redeemer of the end times have been heard, especially since we entered the Age of Aquarius. Articles, speeches, books, seminars, and webinars discussing the signs of the end times are increasing day by day. This has created a polarization among people. There is one group that completely denies this and considers the current transformations, conflicts, and wars to be just normal events of our era. And there is another group that considers these happenings to be definitively connected to the end times, based on the narratives found in their own religions. However, astrology looks at this story differently. If you would like to know which perspective astrology aligns with more closely, stay with me throughout this book. We will examine each of these claims and narratives one by one to see if we can find any signs of these prophecies in the cosmos. Before starting the main content of the book, allow me to present a brief explanation for those who believe that astrologers think the planets control us. In response to these individuals, I must say that you are completely mistaken. Astrology is not about the planets controlling us. Let's consider a traffic light. When the light is green, even without needing to look at the traffic flow, you know that it is not the right time to cross the street because cars have the right of way. And when the light is red, you know that the cars will stop and you can cross. The science of astrology is like this traffic light. Of course, even when the light is green, some people still cross the street, but they do so with great caution and high risk. The more careful and cautious they are, the higher the probability of crossing without an accident. But if they wait until the light turns red, they can safely cross the street with the lowest probability of an accident. So I emphasize again, astrology is like this traffic light, but on a massive scale, spanning the entire universe. It is not that the planets determine your path. No, the planets themselves are influenced by the universe, but because they have vast dimensions, by observing them, we can anticipate changes. Astrology can be explained this simply. Book title: Pluto in Aquarius, the sign of the approaching advent of the global redeemer of the end times. Author: Vahid Zekavati. Copyright: VMZ Production.
Chapter 1. Pluto in Aquarius. Is this the final signal of the end times? The greatest cosmic shock of this decade, the transition of Pluto into the sign of Aquarius, is the most powerful symbolic indicator that the world has entered the appointed time. This is not a simple claim. It is a profound interpretation of the ancient science of astrology, which measures fundamental shifts in epochs through the movements of distant planets, particularly Pluto. Pluto, with an orbit lasting approximately 248 years, is responsible for the destruction, transformation, and rebuilding of the structures associated with each sign it transits. From 2008 to 2024, Pluto was in the Earth sign of Capricorn, the symbol of traditional structure, government, and conventional authority. A period marked by global financial collapses, political scandals, and the exposure of structural corruption. Now, Pluto has entered Aquarius, a sign that symbolizes society, technology, global networks, and idealism. What does this transition symbolize? It means the complete collapse of old structures and the paving of the way for a unified global government established upon new technologies and borderless communication. Astrologers read this as the start of a new era, which in itself proves the approach of a momentous, transformative event. But it is not only Pluto sending the signal. The planet Neptune must also be considered. Neptune, the symbol of collective spirituality and illusions, is moving out of its native and powerful domain, Pisces, the sign of passive waiting and pure dreaming. Neptune's exit from Pisces and its move towards Aries, the sign of action and initiative, signifies the end of the period of mere waiting and the start of an era of practical action. This extraordinary alignment between the two era-defining planets shows us that cosmic forces have been activated for sudden and fundamental change. These symbolic transformations set the stage for the height of oppression, an oppression that is not just political, but structural and technological. Now that Pluto has entered Aquarius, we can no longer remain in the gray zone. This signal is a formal invitation from the cosmos to awaken and precisely observe the signs of the end times. We must be aware that this cosmic setting, while preparing the ground for the Redeemer, also brings the great deceivers to the field. But hold your peace for a moment. We are beginning to understand a force greater than ourselves. To fully grasp this transformation, we must see how this movement justifies the peak of global oppression.
Chapter 2: Cosmic Alignment and the Peak of Oppression. Decoding the world filled with injustice. How can we symbolically assert that the world's current crisis is precisely the absolute oppression promised by religions? And how does Pluto in Aquarius support this claim? To answer this question, we must look at the roots of the peak of oppression. All major religions state that the Redeemer will appear only when all human efforts to reform structures have failed and hope for justice has evaporated. Astrological analysis shows us that the period of Pluto in Capricorn from 2008 to 2024 was responsible for exposing systemic corruption. This era revealed all the hidden lies within financial, political, and governmental structures, raising the level of corruption and inequality to what we witness today. This movement symbolically justifies filling the world with oppression and injustice by bringing all the hidden dirt beneath the veneer of civilization into the open. This is where the alignment with prophecies becomes powerful. Islamic narratives confirm that the Advent occurs when the world has become filled with oppression and injustice, and Pluto brought this oppression into unprecedented visibility. On the other hand, Christianity emphasizes the emergence of the Antichrist, who establishes a deceptive global dominion before Christ's return. Pluto's transition into Aquarius, due to Aquarius's association with global networks and technology, provides the symbolic groundwork for the rise of a unified, technocratic, and authoritarian global rule, which could be precisely the seductive and global dictatorship that was foretold. Furthermore, Neptune in Pisces marked the peak of the crisis of spirituality and illusion, and humanity's escape from reality through addictions and media. Symbolic astrology suggests that for the world to be reformed, the extent of its corruption and decadence must first reach its maximum. Now, by observing the state of wars, global inequalities, and unprecedented financial corruption in 2025, we can symbolically conclude that the cosmic oppression has reached its peak. This strange convergence confirms to us that the cosmic time for reform has arrived, and the celestial pressure for change is irreversible. This knowledge gives us a deep sense of calm, knowing that the chaos outside is part of a grand design for the birth of a new order. But how will this order be organized?
Chapter 3: The Secret of Jupiter-Saturn Conjunctions, the Cosmic Plan for Global Leadership. Did you know that the two largest planets in the solar system, Jupiter and Saturn, are currently organizing the world to accept a new global leader? This is a powerful secret in astrology which announces new social and economic cycles through the great conjunctions of Jupiter and Saturn. These two planets are the rulers of order, structure, development, and justice at the societal level, and their influence lasts for 20-year cycles. The important conjunction of 2020 announced the beginning of a major shift. But why are the movements of 2024 and 2025 in the Jupiter-Saturn cycle crucial for the subject of the Redeemer's advent? Jupiter, expansion and faith, and Saturn, structure and limitation, when connected, focus the cosmic force on re-establishing priorities and founding new structures. This means that the cosmic energy seeks new governing models and more comprehensive social laws. This cosmic force pushes the world from chaos towards centralized organization. This is the symbolic implication of the Advent. All major religions agree that the Redeemer, after their advent, will establish a unified global government based on justice. The great Jupiter-Saturn cycles symbolically show the governmental blueprint being prepared for this single sovereignty. These cycles tell us that the time for small, local games is over, and the ground for the emergence of new global leadership roles in a more organized manner has been prepared. Here lies the crucial and terrifying point. This cosmic organization is a double-edged sword. Yes, the stage is set for the arrival of a just ruler, but also an incredibly suitable environment is created for the great deception of the end times. Deceptive leaders, or the anti-redeemer, Dajjal or Antichrist, will also exploit this exact foundation of technological organization and collective need for order. Astrology suggests we are exiting an era of extreme individualism and entering an era of organized global society. This transition is the fertile ground for the birth of leaders with charisma that is not merely local, but global. This is why we must pay closer attention to sudden, short-term signs. This awareness gives us peace, knowing that this great cosmic game is being directed by powerful forces, guiding us toward transformation.
Chapter 4. Eclipses of 2025, the starting shot for a major event. If cosmic organization is ready for a global advent, then which sudden events will serve as the starting shot? In the ancient science of astrology, solar and lunar eclipses are known as the gates for the entrance and exit of great energies, or the fault lines of destiny. These phenomena symbolize sudden, dramatic, and fate-determining events at the collective level. They act as catalysts that release latent energies on a massive scale. With the movements of the outer planets and the structural changes of Pluto, the year 2025 is caught in a chain of these eclipses that cannot be easily dismissed. Eclipses by themselves do not announce a definitive event, but when placed alongside the long-term energies of Pluto and Neptune, their effect is magnified, issuing a strong signal of impending transformation. The symbolic implication of eclipses is that they release karmic energies. This means that the time for paying collective debts and revealing the results of humanity's millennia-long actions has arrived. This symbol completely aligns with the concept of global purification and sifting promised in religions. Religions say, before the Advent, the earth must be cleansed and people divided into two groups. These eclipses provide the necessary energy for this division and purification. In alignment with religious narratives, there are references to unusual solar and lunar eclipses and great celestial events. Although the specific eclipses of 2025 are not in themselves the definitive signs, their existence as fateful energy points sets the necessary mental and cosmic stage for the occurrence of sudden, supernatural events. The most important symbolic function of eclipses is that they cause the unveiling of hidden truths. This could mean the exposure of a major global scandal, or the revealing of the identity of a great leader. Astrology says that in the years when major planets are changing epochs, eclipses act like drumbeats, announcing the opening of a new act in the play. The fact that we are on the verge of these fault lines being activated gives us peace, knowing that the events ahead, however difficult, serve a cosmic purpose. Now that the starting shot is near, we must prepare ourselves to recognize the Great Deception.
Chapter 5. Battling the Great Deception: How to Identify the Anti-Redeemer. If the cosmic alignments prepare the stage for the Redeemer, but equally provide an opportunity for the great deceiver, then how do we know we haven't fallen into the trap of the Dajjal? This is the most vital question for our spiritual survival in this transitional age, and Pluto in Aquarius holds the answer within itself. As we have seen, Pluto in Aquarius symbolizes technology, global networks, and collective idealism. This is the precise groundwork from which a charismatic dictator, equipped with advanced technologies, can quickly emerge to dominate public opinion. This is the symbolic indicator of the Dajjal, or Antichrist, who promises absolute security in exchange for complete freedom, using networks, global finance, and technology. To discern the right path, we must observe the reverse cosmic signs in the actions of leaders. First, look at Plutonian leadership and technological authoritarianism. The anti-redeemer will use the energy of Pluto in Aquarius in the worst way. The sign of deception in these leaders is that they promise absolute security in exchange for complete freedom. They are controllers who justify their domination through information networks. You must be suspicious of any power that claims to solve all global problems instantly through technology and control. Second, look at Neptunian spirituality, illusion, and escapism. The anti-redeemer uses Neptune's energy to create illusions and an escape from reality. The sign of deception in these individuals is reliance on extreme emotionalism and hollow pseudo-spiritualities that distract people from righteous action and deep thought. Their promises are based purely on emotion and illusion, not on practical and objective justice. In contrast, the true Redeemer, from a symbolic cosmic perspective, uses Pluto's energy for reconstruction from within and empowerment of the people, not control from without, and uses Neptune's energy for true gnosis and spiritual awakening, not to create illusion. Ultimately, the greatest symbolic sign must manifest in the leader's actions: absolute justice. If a leader, in action, causes more suffering to others and violates fundamental human rights, they have misused the cosmic energy, even if they spout spiritual slogans. The choice is yours. In the cosmic sifting, you are forced to choose between dictatorial order and inner freedom, and this awareness is the strongest shield that infuses calm into your heart.
Chapter 6. The Wisdom of Cosmic Sifting. Why must humanity be divided into two groups? If the goal of the Advent is to establish justice, why must a cosmic cleansing and the division of people into believers and deniers take place beforehand? This fundamental question returns to the wisdom of divine testing. All major religions agree on one point. Before the Redeemer's advent, a period of sifting and purification must occur. This purification is not a simple physical event, but an immense psychological and spiritual pressure that forces people to make a final choice and prevents them from remaining in the gray area. This separation occurs through two cosmic pressures. First, the Plutonian pressure, structural pressure. Pluto's transit into Aquarius causes pressure on institutions and structural beliefs and societies. This pressure forces those with weak faith to abandon their beliefs as old structural supports vanish, and the individual must maintain their faith based only on their inner self. Pluto destroys imitative faiths. Second, the Neptunian pressure, spiritual pressure. Neptune's exit from Pisces and entry into Aries marks the end of illusions and the beginning of practical action. Those who choose the wrong path look for easy and magical solutions and escape from the pain of reality. In contrast, those who choose the right path, despite the difficulties, remain focused on action and justice. Islamic narratives say people are sifted like wheat in a sieve. Some fall, the misguided, and some remain, the faithful. Pluto in Aquarius's pressure, fundamental changes, is the cosmic sieve. Also, Christianity speaks of spiritual famine and the cooling of love in the end times. This is the pressure Neptune exerts on the collective soul, causing those who only seek self-interest to leave the path. This purification happens through inner and behavioral signs. In the sifting era, you will maintain your inner peace only by acting with justice and morality. Those who take the wrong path quickly become subject to fear, haste, and the justification of oppression. This is the greatest sign. Your inner peace and stability are the most important compass for recognizing the right path. This peace is the reward the cosmos gives to those who stand firm on their principles, knowing that the world is being cleansed from within.
Chapter 7. Inner Stability, Your Strongest Weapon During Pluto in Aquarius. If the cosmic pressure of the end times is inevitable, and to be saved we must pass through the cosmic sifting, how can we cultivate inner signs within ourselves to emerge successfully from this test? The separation of truth from falsehood in this era is more a psychological and moral separation than a physical one. Consequently, our main weapon is inner stability and insight, something no technology or external power can give us or take away. Ancient astrology and philosophy emphasize that the planets affect our collective unconscious. During Pluto's transit, these energies cause intense turmoil, forcing us to confront our weaknesses. This is where the role of awareness of inner energies becomes clear. Pluto's energy within us relates to shadows, fears, and hidden powers. In this era, these energies are activated. Those who take the wrong path are controlled by their fears of losing wealth, security, or status, and justify oppression to preserve survival. The correct path means courageously confronting inner fears and not allowing them to determine our moral choices. Neptune's inner energy symbolizes psychological boundaries and the capacity for illusion. The wrong path means sinking into illusions and escaping reality, instead of accepting responsibility. The correct path means true gnosis and accepting individual responsibility toward the world, without any illusion that everything will be easy. To strengthen this inner stability, you must cultivate these signs. First, the power to say no.
the ability to uphold your moral principles even if the majority of society or the ruling power pressures you. Second, inner peace, skina, a calm that is not disturbed by any external event. This peace is the reward for an individual whose actions are based on justice and conscience. Third, avoiding haste, not rushing to follow new leaders or believe magical promises. The correct path is the path of thought and contemplation. All religions tell us, in the end times, instead of external power and fame, seek inner purity and stability. These inner weapons will protect you from the temptations that cosmic symbols like Pluto have created, and this very awareness will flood you with a sense of calm.
Chapter 8. The Cosmic Character Profile of the Redeemer, the Traits of the True Global Leader. Based on the energies of Pluto in Aquarius and Neptune in Aries, what will be the symbolic characteristics of the true global leader, and how will they behave when faced with cosmic power? Now that the stage is set and new leaders are emerging, we must know whom we are looking for. Astrology analyzes the character and actions of leaders through the symbols they utilize. The true Redeemer is someone who uses cosmic energies for the highest collective good, not for the benefit of a specific individual or group. First, pay attention to the correct use of Pluto's energy, transformation. The true Redeemer will use this energy to destroy corrupt and oppressive structures and transfer power to righteous and oppressed people. Their actions will show that they are not seeking dictatorship, but fundamental justice and public participation. On the contrary, the deceiver will use the same energy for complete control over humans through technology and global financial systems, monopolizing power. Second, pay attention to the correct use of Neptune's energy, spirituality. The true Redeemer uses Neptune for true spiritual awakening, that is, enlightening the inner truth of human beings and returning them to original faith and contemplation. The deceiver, instead, uses Neptune for creating illusion, magical displays, and flooding misinformation, deceiving people with false and materialistic promises. Third, look at the correct use of Jupiter and Saturn's energy, order, and development. The true Redeemer uses these conjunctions to establish a just and developing order on a global scale, where all nations benefit from welfare, freedom, and justice. The deceiver uses these energies to create a rigid and bureaucratic order that completely eliminates individual and social freedoms. We must look for objective and observable actions. A leader who uses their power to empower the weak and oppressed and not to dominate is the true leader. Someone who, at the peak of crisis, brings calm, logic, and genuine hope is on the right path. This focus on just actions allows you to maintain your peace amid the fervor of the Age of Advent and look toward the future with certainty. Chapter 9. The Age of Aquarius, the Promised Paradise or the Nightmare of Technological Control. Now that Pluto in Aquarius has begun this new age, what will the future of this era be like? Is this the promised paradise, or are the dangers greater than the benefits? We cannot only see the positives. Every great cosmic shift acts like a double-edged sword. Aquarius traditionally symbolizes freedom, knowledge, networking, advanced technologies, and an idealistic society. The cosmic promise of the Age of Aquarius is that with the elimination of borders and old systems, human beings will achieve true knowledge and social freedom. This is the very concept of the global rule of justice, where justice and consciousness are the main basis for governing the world. This completely aligns with religious concepts. The ideal religious society is one where science and gnosis expand. Aquarius is the symbol of knowledge, and where inequalities are eliminated and people live in peace. Aquarius is the symbol of equality and philanthropy. But here is the main warning of Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius can also incline towards its dark side. This age can turn into extreme individualism, technological apathy, and, most importantly, technocratic dictatorship, a controlling government that monitors every aspect of human life through AI, algorithms, and networks. This is the dark side of Pluto in Aquarius's energy that prepares the stage for the anti-redeemer. Our duty in this era is to ensure that the energy of Aquarius is used for the collective good and the empowerment of people, not for collective control and the restriction of genuine human freedoms. The correct path is to strive for real justice, not a seductive, dictatorial order. This symbolic cosmic transformation tells us that we have great choices ahead. The future of the world is not a predetermined fate, but the result of the individual moral choices of every single human being. This is why religions emphasize effort and righteous action. The new era is dawning, but its quality depends on the nature of our inner struggle and our choices in confronting oppression. And this awareness gives you a deep, logical sense of peace.
Chapter 10. Final questions. How can we, amidst these cosmic warnings and exciting religious promises, not only maintain our inner peace, but also transform into a positive force for change and successfully pass through this era? This is our final and most important question. The ultimate goal of this book is not to create fear and anxiety, but to create active awareness and calm. All astrological and religious data converge on one point. The greatest battle is your inner battle. First, move beyond Plutonian fear. Pluto's energy causes us to fear the future and great collapses. This fear is the most powerful tool for misguidance and paralyzing our will. Astrology teaches us that transformation is the nature of the cosmos, and these destructions are groundwork for a better structure. Inner peace is achieved by accepting the inevitability of change, not resisting it. Second, remain focused on the stability of Jupiter-Saturn action. Jupiter and Saturn cycles emphasize order and law. True peace is found when you, regardless of the external chaos, remain focused on your righteous actions and moral duties. Every just step you take is a step toward the correct path and building the future. Now let's answer the key questions. Is the exact time of the Advent known? No. Neither symbolic astrology nor any major religion has set a precise time. These signs are only signs of proximity. Should we fear the cosmic wars? We must be aware, not passively afraid. Fear causes inaction. The goal is to transform fear into insight and practical readiness. How can I be sure my path is right? The only sign is your justice and inner peace. If your choices increase your inner peace and objective justice, you are on the right path. The final message: the world is passing through an unprecedented cosmic turning point. Energies are focused, structures are collapsing, and the stage for a global transformation is set. This era is the age of the hidden heroes, those who quietly remain firm on their moral principles. Wake up,
Be aware and find your peace in the steadfastness to the truth. This is the only path to salvation during the sifting and the infusion of dopamine of calmness into your soul.
Conclusion. Our intellectual journey has come to an end, but your cosmic mission has just begun. We have, throughout this journey, integrated the cosmic evidence hidden within our solar system with the millennia-old prophecies of the world's major religions to arrive at a singular conclusion. Fundamental cosmic transformation is taking place, and this change is the most powerful symbolic sign of our proximity to the appointed age. The appointed time is not a precise date, but a summation of alignments of massive energies that create the necessary stage for the advent of a global leader. We clearly saw that astrology is not a deterministic prophecy, but a cosmic traffic light that tells us the time for change has arrived, and we must align ourselves with this powerful current. The heart of this transformation is the movement of Pluto into the sign of Aquarius. This historical transit announced the end of the period of destroying traditional structures in Capricorn and marked the beginning of a new age defined by freedom, knowledge, global networking, and advanced technologies. Pluto in Aquarius symbolically completed the complete collapse of old systems and prepared the ground for a unified global government. This situation is precisely the world filled with oppression and injustice that religions have promised, as the collapse of old structures has exposed the peak of inequality and corruption, eliminating hope for reform. This means the stage is cosmically set for a transformative leader. Furthermore, Neptune's exit from Pisces and entry into Aries reinforces this signal that the time of passivity and mere waiting is over, and the time for spiritual awakening and practical action has arrived. These convergences symbolically announce the start of the final act of the great cosmic play. To better understand this global organization, we delved into the conjunctions of Jupiter and Saturn. The 20-year cycles of these two planets symbolically indicate the new governance blueprint at the global level. This energy directs the world from chaos toward a centralized order, which could be the just global rule of the Redeemer or the technocratic dictatorship of the anti-Redeemer. It was here that we realized this cosmic stage is a double-edged sword. As much as the groundwork for good is ready, the stage for the great deception of the end times, Dajjal or Antichrist, has also been set. The anti-Redeemer will use the energy of Pluto in Aquarius for controlling humans with technology and global networks, and will promise security in exchange for freedom. Discerning the true Redeemer from this deception is our most vital task in this era. We must pay attention to objective action and practical justice rather than seductive slogans. The true leader is someone who restores power to the oppressed, not someone who monopolizes control with technology. We also emphasized the importance of the cosmic sifting and purification promised by religions. This sifting is not a simple event, but an intense psychological and spiritual pressure that forces humans into a final choice. Pluto in Aquarius's pressure acts as the cosmic sieve that eliminates imitative and fabricated faiths. To succeed in this sifting, our main weapon is not external power, but inner stability and calm.
We must bravely face our inner fears, Plutonian shadows, and refrain from sinking into illusions, Neptune's deceptions. Inner peace, steadfastness in righteous action, and avoiding haste are the inner signs that tell us we are on the correct path and can pass through the temptations. This stability is the greatest reward the cosmos bestows upon us. Ultimately, Pluto in Aquarius reminds us that the future of the new age depends on our individual moral choices. The Age of Aquarius can be the promised paradise where global justice and knowledge prevail, or it can turn into the nightmare of technocratic control. We are not victims of fate, but active builders of the future. We must stand against the technocratic dictatorship and strive to establish real justice. This book was an invitation to awakening, awareness, and active calm. The final and crucial message: the world is passing through an unprecedented cosmic turning point. Energies are focused, structures are collapsing, and the stage for a global transformation is set. This era is the age of the hidden heroes, those who quietly remain firm on their moral principles. Wake up, be aware, and find your peace in the steadfastness to the truth. This is the only path to salvation during the sifting and the infusion of the dopamine of calmness into your soul. Your mission has just begun.